Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we have a thrilling deep dive into the latest developments in General Hospital. Secrets are bubbling to the surface, relationships are being tested, and life-altering choices are about to be made. With unexpected alliances, shocking confessions, and dangerous confrontations on the horizon, this is a week in Port Charles that no one will forget. Buckle up, because we're about to break it all down. A disrupted moment, Carly and Brennan's encounter takes an unexpected turn. The end of the week delivers a jaw-dropping moment when Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan find themselves in a tense situation. Just as the air between them grows thick with anticipation, an unexpected interruption throws everything into disarray. Is someone eavesdropping on their conversation? Could it be an old enemy resurfacing? Or is this about Brennan's dark past finally catching up to him? As Brennan scrambles to regain control of the situation, it becomes increasingly clear that he may be in deeper trouble than he anticipated. His reputation has always been built on cunning manipulation, but is he starting to lose his grip? If so, what will this mean for his future in Port Charles? Will Carly use this moment to gain the upper hand? Or will she be caught in the crossfire of Brennan's shady dealings? Meanwhile, Jason Morgan is at a crossroads. He's faced countless life or death decisions before, but this one could change the course of his life forever. Does he choose loyalty, love, or the pursuit of justice? Fans know that Jason's decisions always come with consequences, and this one will be no different. As he weighs his options, the tension surrounding him only continues to grow. Matters of the heart, romance, sacrifices, and unfinished business. Love is in the air, at least for some. Harrison Chase is ready to go all in on his feelings for Brooklyn Quartermaine, making a grand romantic gesture that is sure to sweep her off her feet. But with BLQ struggling to face her own insecurities, will she be able to accept this love, or will fear hold her back? Maxie Jones, ever the romantic, finds herself entangled in the affairs of others as she plays matchmaker. Her meddling is well intended, but is she pushing too hard? Sometimes, love needs to happen naturally, and Maxie's involvement might complicate things rather than help them. Will her efforts lead to a blossoming romance, or will they backfire, leaving everyone more confused than before? Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos and Ava Jerome come together to negotiate a deal regarding Avery Corinthos. It's no secret that Sonny is fiercely protective of his daughter, but what exactly does this agreement entail? Ava isn't one to make deals lightly. What does she stand to gain? As the details of their arrangement unfold, the power dynamics between them become increasingly evident. But the real bombshell comes when Sonny visits Carly and is met with an unexpected demand. Carly, never one to shy away from confrontation, demands the truth. Rumors have been swirling that Sonny's health is in jeopardy. Could it be true? There's talk of him needing a pacemaker, something that could shake his image of invincibility. Will Sonny come clean about his condition, or will he choose to keep his vulnerability hidden? Sasha's secret, a confession that could change everything. Sasha Gilmore Corbin has been harboring a secret, and the time for the truth to come out is drawing near. When she makes a surprise visit to Jason Morgan, speculation runs wild. What does she need to tell him? The mention of Elaine Stevens suggests that something bigger is at play. By the end of the week, Sasha drops a bombshell confession, but what exactly is she revealing? One possibility is that she's finally ready to tell the truth about the father of her baby. If that's the case, this revelation could send shockwaves through Port Charles. The irony of the situation isn't lost on fans. Sasha once lashed out at Holly Sutton for keeping the truth about her father a secret, yet here she is, walking the same path. What has been stopping Sasha from coming clean? And why is now the moment she chooses to speak? The emotional weight of this revelation will no doubt impact those around her, particularly those who have stood by her side. Will this confession bring closure, or will it open an entirely new can of worms? Unraveling mysteries, Willow's discovery and the fallout between Drew and Curtis. Elsewhere, Willow Tate Corinthos stumbles upon a discovery that sends her world into a tailspin. It's not every day that someone's entire reality is shaken, but for Willow, this moment changes everything. What she finds leaves her reeling, unable to make sense of what's happening. Could this revelation have something to do with her marriage, her past, or something even more shocking? While Willow deals with the fallout of this discovery, Drew Kane Quartermain and Curtis Ashford reach their breaking point. The tension between them has been simmering for weeks, and now, it's about to boil over. Drew has always been a man of principle, but Curtis has his own set of morals, and when they clash, the result is explosive. Can they find common ground, or is this the end of their alliance? As tempers flare and words are exchanged, it becomes clear that this isn't just a small disagreement. Their pasts, their ambitions, and their personal struggles are colliding in ways they never expected. Will they be able to move past their differences, or will this rift change everything? A battle for survival, Cyrus Renault's next move. Just when Port Charles thinks they've seen the worst of Cyrus Renault, he proves that he still has one more move to play. This week, he prepares to strike again, solidifying his place as one of the most dangerous figures in town. But there's a catch, his next move might just be his last. For months, Cyrus has operated in the shadows, pulling strings and manipulating those around him. But every villain has an expiration date, and it seems like Cyrus might be reaching his. Could he be heading toward a dramatic downfall? If so, who will be the one to bring him down? His list of enemies is long, and there are plenty of people who would love to see him fall. As Isaiah Gannon and Portia Robinson race against time to save a life, Cyrus' fate hangs in the balance. The question remains, will justice finally catch up to him, or will he once again slip through the cracks? And if he does meet his end, will his killer also be seen as a hero? The road ahead, what's next for Port Charles? With the week filled to the brim with unexpected twists, emotional confrontations, and heart-stopping decisions, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same. The fallout from these events will have lasting effects on everyone involved, setting the stage for even bigger developments in the weeks to come. Who will come out on top? Who will face their darkest fears? And who will be left picking up the pieces after the dust settles? Next, we're diving into the latest drama unfolding in Port Charles. From unexpected confessions to high-stakes medical emergencies, the residents of General Hospital are in for an emotional roller coaster. With twists and turns ahead, let's break down everything happening with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Jason Morgan, and the many surprises in store. Sasha's troubles are far from over. Sasha Gilmore Corbin has always been a character whose life seems to be filled with endless challenges, and the latest turn of events only adds to her struggles. Right now, she's grappling with guilt and concern over an incident involving private investigator Elaine Smith and a runaway dog named Mavis. The chaotic situation led to Elaine getting struck by a car, and Sasha can't shake the feeling that she played a role in the accident. She's worried about how this could impact her future, especially with her pregnancy being at such a critical stage. But the drama doesn't end there. Sasha's problems seem to be multiplying, and GH fans know that whenever things start to settle down, another storm is always just around the corner. Will Sasha be able to move past her guilt and focus on the upcoming changes in her life? Or is this just the beginning of another downward spiral? One thing is certain: Port Charles isn't done throwing obstacles in her path. A new beginning or a painful repeat? For Sasha, the journey to motherhood has been filled with heartache. After losing her first child, Liam Corbin, the thought of another difficult pregnancy is understandably terrifying. The weight of that trauma looms large, and if complications arise, it could send her into a panic. Given her history, Sasha may find herself in a situation where fear takes over, leaving her desperate for reassurance and support. Many GH fans are rooting for her to have a healthy baby this time around, hoping she can finally experience the joy of motherhood without the devastating heartbreak that has haunted her in the past. Will the writers give her a happy ending, or is another tragic twist in store? Only time will tell, but Sasha's story is shaping up to be one of the most emotional arcs of the season. An unlikely bond with Jason Morgan? With Jason Morgan stepping up as the fake father of Sasha's baby, things are taking an interesting turn. Could this arrangement lead to something more? Jason has always been known for his loyalty and protective nature, and if Sasha finds herself in danger, there's no doubt he will be the one by her side. Some fans are already speculating that this setup is laying the groundwork for a real romance between them. Imagine the dramatic possibilities. What if Sasha goes into labor in the most unexpected place, and Jason is the only one around to help her deliver the baby? The emotional intensity of that moment could solidify a deep bond between them, turning what started as a fake arrangement into something genuine. It wouldn't be the first time a high-stakes situation led to an unexpected romance on General Hospital. A 4th of July surprise? Sasha has now given fans a hint about her due date, July 23rd. But in the unpredictable world of soap operas, babies almost never arrive on schedule. Instead, early deliveries are the norm, often with dramatic complications. If the writers are planning to give Sasha a memorable birth story, there's a strong chance she could go into labor earlier in the month. What if her baby arrives around the 4th of July? That would be a fitting way to tie in the drama with the holiday, turning what should be a night of fireworks and celebration into a life-or-death emergency. Imagine Sasha stranded somewhere as the fireworks explode in the sky, desperately trying to get help while experiencing intense labor pains. Would Jason be the one to step in and deliver the baby? Would this moment mark a turning point in their relationship? Or would Sasha be forced to go through this terrifying ordeal alone? One thing is certain, this storyline has the potential to be one of the most gripping birth dramas in recent General Hospital history. A dangerous setup, Elaine Smith's investigation. Of course, Sasha's pregnancy isn't the only thing stirring up drama in her life. She recently found herself caught in the web of Elaine Smith, a private investigator hired to dig up dirt on Michael Corinthos for Martin Gray. What Sasha didn't realize was that Elaine had an ulterior motive during their conversation, using an innocent-seeming interaction with a dog to pry into Sasha's personal life. By cleverly steering the conversation, Elaine managed to get Sasha to reveal her due date without even realizing she was being manipulated. The big question now is, what will happen with that information? Could someone use it against her? Is there a deeper scheme at play? With Sasha already on edge, learning that she was tricked could push her into an even more vulnerable state. A baby, a secret, and a storm of emotions. As Sasha's pregnancy continues, there's still plenty of uncertainty ahead. Will she get the happy ending she deserves? Or will complications make this another harrowing chapter in her story? With Jason by her side, could a new romance blossom out of an unexpected partnership? And what role will Elaine Smith's deception play in the unfolding drama? No matter what happens, one thing is clear, Port Charles is in for a whirlwind of emotions, and GH fans won't want to miss a second of it. Next, we're diving into the escalating turmoil surrounding Christina Corinthos Davis, whose bottled-up emotions are dangerously close to exploding. With Ava Jerome at the center of her fury, and Sonny Corinthos caught in the middle, tensions are reaching a boiling point. Could Christina's rage lead her down a dark and irreversible path? Let's break down all the twists and turns ahead. Christina on the brink, a dangerous descent into revenge. Christina Corinthos Davis is at a crossroads, teetering on the edge of a dangerous decision that could change her life and Ava's forever. The trauma of her past loss still lingers, and with unresolved grief fueling her every move, Christina is reaching a breaking point. For weeks, she has been struggling with pent-up rage, unable to find a healthy way to process her emotions. And now, with Ava's recent actions, that fury has transformed into a burning desire for revenge. While many in Port Charles recognize Christina's distress, no one seems to be able to rein her in. If she continues down this path, what will be the ultimate outcome? Could she make a rash, irreversible move against Ava? General Hospital fans have seen characters reach their limit before some return from the brink, while others spiral into disaster. The question now is, which direction will Christina take? A history of trauma, Christina's unhealed wounds. The scars of Christina's past are still fresh. The incident at the hotel window, the pain of losing her child, these are experiences that she has never truly healed from. Instead of facing her grief head-on, she has redirected all of her sorrow and frustration toward Ava Jerome, blaming her for every ounce of suffering she has endured. But is Ava truly the villain Christina believes she is, or is Christina simply looking for someone to bear the weight of her anguish? Grief, when left unchecked, has the power to consume a person entirely. Spoilers suggest that Christina may be approaching the point of no return. Will someone step in before it's too late? Or will Christina's growing obsession with punishing Ava lead her down a path from which she cannot escape? Therapy and emotional support could be the key to saving her, but will she accept help before she makes a devastating mistake? A scheme that could backfire, Ava's potential victory. Christina has made it clear she believes Ava does not deserve to be a mother to Avery. In her mind, justice would mean Ava losing her child, just as she lost hers. But Christina fails to see one crucial detail: she has no legal standing in this fight. No matter how passionately she argues, she is not Avery's parent, nor does she have the authority to dictate Ava's fate. Adding to Christina's frustration, Natalia Ramirez has stepped in, urging Sonny to find a way to co-parent peacefully with Ava. This shift in perspective could change everything. If Sonny listens to Natalia and opts for a fair custody arrangement, Christina's entire plan could fall apart before it even begins. And if Ava wins joint custody of Avery, that could be the moment that sends Christina completely over the edge. Will Christina accept this outcome, or will she take matters into her own hands in a reckless and dangerous way? A father's love versus a daughter's fury. While Christina's emotions are spiraling out of control, one major factor remains unseen: Sonny Corinthos' health. The legendary mob boss is already struggling with a heart condition, though Christina remains oblivious to just how serious it is. If she knew, would it change her relentless pursuit of revenge? Or would her fury still burn just as intensely, regardless of the consequences? At the end of the day, Sonny's priority is his daughter, Avery. He understands Christina's pain, but he also knows that Ava, despite all of her faults, deeply loves her child. If he sides with Ava in the custody dispute, Christina may see this as the ultimate betrayal. How far would she be willing to go to make sure Ava pays for what she believes is an unforgivable crime? A family at war, what comes next? Avery would be the one to suffer the most if this war between Christina and Ava continues to escalate. While adults around her battle for control, all she wants is stability and love. If Christina truly cares about her sister, she may need to take a step back and reconsider the damage she's causing. But right now, she is blind to anything except her own grief and anger. Spoilers hint that General Hospital is setting up a major moment that could force Christina to face the consequences of her actions. If she lashes out at Ava and things take a tragic turn, could she live with herself afterward? Or will she be so blinded by her emotions that she doesn't realize she's gone too far until it's too late? The calm before the storm, a family in crisis. While the tension builds, one thing is certain: Port Charles is about to be rocked by another explosive showdown. Whether it's Christina making a shocking move, Sonny stepping in with a game-changing decision, or Ava fighting back harder than ever, the fallout from this battle will be massive. Can Christina find a way to let go of her pain before it consumes her? Will Ava emerge victorious in the custody battle, Or will she face an even greater challenge ahead? And how will Sunny's health play into the unfolding drama? One thing's for sure, this is a storyline that General Hospital fans won't want to miss. Stay tuned for more updates, spoilers, and exclusive insights into all the twists and turns ahead in Port Charles.